Geico proudly presents the Sunday Night Anthem.
The visiting sideline, Super Bowl champ John Harbaugh, head coach of the Ravens since 2008. On the other side, Sean McDermott, now in his 9th season as the head man in Buffalo. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And man, you get through that first game and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's gonna be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're gonna have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Wallace now on the return. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
Flowers with the catch. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. They get the guard, Ben Cleveland. Third and long for Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. On fourth down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Returnable from the 17. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So, Greg, here are the Bills. What a year last year. 13-4, beat the Broncos and the Ravens in the playoffs. But once again, ran into Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. Anything that we can say is that one thing to get them to the big game this time?
Well, I mean, we'd probably start with they need Patrick Mahomes to retire. And, you know, but in all seriousness, Mike, I think when you look at Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, it's one of those things where they just happen to exist in a generationally great team in the Kansas City Chiefs, and one of the greatest players we've seen in the last 25 years at quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. So they just need, as hard as it is, they just need to continue to chip away. Just continue to go. They can't make Kansas City the boogeyman, because all of a sudden now that starts to get into your head. Continue to win the division, continue to get home playoff games, and if they keep knocking at the door, eventually they're going to get over that hump, because Josh Allen and this roster, they are a Super Bowl contending team. They just got to find a way to get over the hump in the game that matters.
It is third and long. Allen working from the pistol. He's got his man. That's Coleman. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
A gain of 11 makes it third and 1.
On third and 1, it's Allen. That one's complete. It's Ray Davis. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Allen will give this to Davis. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
They'll run. It's Ty Johnson. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. On 4th down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This one from 49. Pass's kick is good. And the Bills are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Tylan Wallace now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So on come the Ravens, and Greg, what a story again last year, 12-5, 13-4 the year before that. Regular season, they have been as good as almost anyone in the NFL, but it's the story if you're living in the AFC. Get over that hump, whether it's Buffalo or Kansas City. It's hard to get to the big game on this side of the draw.
Oh, there's no question. And I think if you're Baltimore and you're Buffalo and you look around, you say, man, we should have a couple Super Bowl titles. If we were living in a non-Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid era, maybe teams would look at us a little bit different than they do, but they just need to continue to stay the course. Lamar Jackson, one of the best players, regardless of position, in the entire league, multiple-time MVP winner, so they have a Super Bowl roster. Let's make no mistake about it. They need to just continue to hold serve in the regular season, continue to play for division titles, get as many home playoff games as possible, so when the money's on the line and trips to Super Bowl on the line, they need these games to come through Baltimore.
And that is incomplete.
But I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Taken at the 19. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, throw here for Allen. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
Allen on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call.
Holding offense.
They'll run it with Henry. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. That's to the tight end, Charlie Kolar. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled 1st half continues. That one on the former Washington Husky, Roger Rosengarten. On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
Now Jackson on 4th down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They bring a tight end in motion left.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down, Jackson. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Back at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. On 4th down, it's Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. That one is good. And the Ravens will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? They get the tackle out of Northern Iowa, Spencer Brown. From the gun, here is Allen. That's complete to Coleman. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
2-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
Here's Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Throwing now, Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here's Wallace to return. Oh! And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. All even, 3 apiece the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In motion comes Andrews. 3rd and short, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Raven 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Ravens.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch.
Jackson's pass.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 17.
Now 1st carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down, Baltimore.
In the pistol, Jackson ready. He's got it at the 3. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
He'll try and get, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Lamar Jackson, touchdown Ravens. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Ravens take a 10-3 lead.
Bills 3.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, this is Strong. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. The 5 straight division titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that perch right now.
Yeah, and I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly in a rebuild. Young quarterbacks, new coaching staff, trying to kind of get themselves out of the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready to compete necessarily with Buffalo directly, but Miami is a playoff caliber roster, a playoff caliber team. They've showed it in years past. So if anybody's ready to compete, I think it's Miami. I just don't know, Mike, if they are ready top to bottom over the length of the season to get enough wins to keep pace with a team as good as Buffalo.
And 2 new coaches at the bottom of the standings last year, the Jets and the Patriots. And Greg, both guys who played for a long time in the league and bring a certain amount of toughness to the top of the organizations.
Oh, absolutely, and it was very clear exactly what New York and New England were looking for. They wanted culture setters, right? It wasn't about getting the fancy play caller. It wasn't about the X's and O's. They needed to establish an identity and a culture of excellence and of winning. So no question, Mike, there was a very clear mission, a clear path to landing on Vrabel and Aaron Glenn, and they think they have their guy for the long term.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. A run with Davis. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Teddy Buchanan is there on the tackle.
39-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Johnson. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 9.
From the gun, it's Allen. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Passes kick is good. And the Bills cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This returnable for Wallace. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens when you are in an AFC North game.
Yeah, and you talk about divisions having identities, they have their culture. Really at the top, Baltimore and Pittsburgh kind of want to play a similar style game, strong on defense, great run game. Obviously, Baltimore adds the extra element with Lamar Jackson. To me, the fascinating team, though, is what kind of jump can we expect, Mike, from the Cincinnati Bengals?
I agree with you, because if you think about the toughness and the physicality, Cincinnati can put up points in an electrifying fashion, and even the one year Cleveland was up near the top of the division, they did that as well. But you come back to that defensive side of the ball, and when I look at these teams, Greg, I just think, man, these are defenses that can stop anybody in the league, and that's where you've got to invest in this division.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so fascinating about Cincinnati is they're kind of the outlier. They're the pass heavy, they're the spread attack, they've got unbelievable weapons on the outside, obviously Joe Burrow, quarterback. But it was the defense, and you said it.
Oh, a loose football. The Bills have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here, you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And, Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Tyler Bass next for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
13, Ravens 10.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This returnable for Wallace. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because I just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come overtime.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and they come out to the 20-yard line. The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Devontae Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Devontae Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing by the Rams.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, and now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle. I think he's going to have an inspired Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. If he's healthy, he's a big weapon. Jackson Smith-Njigba, he has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the ball downfield to. So I'm excited to see Sam. That's what everyone thought he was going to be coming out of college when he was a high draft pick of the New York Jets.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. That is a Odafe Oweh, taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Here's Brad Robbins now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. It is 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. He takes off.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And
Jackson.
the Ravens first down.
Whoa! Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Back to throw, Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
You can see the quarterback here. He's saying, hey, man, my bad, my fault. He knew a better ball probably leads to a nice completion. That one got away from him a little bit too much and leads the receiver out of bounds.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. We'll keep this one on the ground. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
Christian Benford on the stop. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Once again, they keep it on the ground. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
A gain of 15 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. This returnable for Wallace. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. You know, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025 here?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, and you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow was the best player in the league. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
You know, I think Dallas is going to find themselves, just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were the high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy Dallas, healthy Dak, healthy Micah Parsons, like that roster that we saw play last year is not the roster on paper that we expected to see. So I think Dallas has a chance. I think San Francisco always is going to be a team, again, dealt with their own injuries last year with McCaffrey and all the stuff on defense. So I think San Francisco and Dallas are 2 perennial teams we expect to be in the playoff hunt. They missed out last year. I wouldn't be shocked to see them back in it again this year.
The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
9-yard gain on the play. First down, Baltimore.
That's Jones on the move. Here's a handoff to Ali. they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding. Offense.
That's on the center, Tyler Lindebaum. Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding.
Offense.
Ronnie Stanley, the former 6th overall pick, guilty there. Now it's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Again, it's Jackson. That's complete on the tight end screen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Third and long. In motion comes Andrews. Third and long for Jackson. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Ravens bring their punt team out. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, it's Allen. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Allen, going to give it to Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 43, here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. into the hands of Keon Coleman. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
That pass play good for 22. Good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 5.
Second and 5 at the Ravens' 30-yard line.
Now a give to Davis. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now it is first and goal.
27 yards. That's another Bills first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Johnson is in. Touchdown, Bill.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Here's pass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will extend this third quarter lead.
It's the score, Bills 20, Ravens 10.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. DeJounte Wester now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with first and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Left side into the hands of Hopkins. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's the toss right side to Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Second down, Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
Holding. Offense.
Ravens sending the punt team out there, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Head coach Sean McDermott there as the Bills get set for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Allen goes with a pop pass. Finding room at midfield. And he will finally be out of bounds, but there is a flag back at the line of scrimmage, and it may be a hold that sprung up. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He was brought down by Kyle Hamilton. A gain of a yard. Brings up second down at the 11-yard line.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. Aside that open man is Knox. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up third down.
From the gun, here is Allen. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll be stopped here, short of the first down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. The Bills bringing on the punt team. This is taken at his own 30. That's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Hopkins sent in motion. Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass.
The ball carried by the wide receiver.
It's 3rd and 4.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now, Jackson. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To the air once more, it's Allen. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. On target to Moore. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. So that'll cost them half the distance. Here's a handoff to Cook. And that's not going to work at all. He'll manage to get back to the line. That is all. It is 4th down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. The Bills bringing on their punting unit as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
And the Baltimore 1st down. A gain of
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, Ravens.
To throw is Jackson. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
It's
1st and 10.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Bills
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 4. The tight end motioning left here. A shotgun snap, and they give it to Mitchell. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Baltimore 1st down. A gain of a yard. And a Raven 1st down.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
We typically see the big guys up front, Mike, make plays at the line. But every so often, he's able to drive through, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
On fourth down, out is the rookie Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens are able to get it back within a score.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
On the return, this is Strong. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
On first down, it's Allen. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target.
Second and 10.
And it'll lead to a second down. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
Josh Allen sacked.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Now flags fly. Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. Now a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line.
Ball start.
Throwing Jackson. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll look Hopkins' way again. This is also complete. Big play coming up. This is third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And now it's 4th down.
Tyler Luke on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good.
Makes the score.
Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. Now an opening past the 30. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. That's complete to Moore on the right side. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Cook. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Short pass taken in by Knox.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Fourth down. Here's Allen. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And this one's going to be down inside the 20-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard. From the 20, here's 2nd and 8.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Bateman is the motion man. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Jackson. Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
We're about ready now for the punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that will lead to a 2nd down. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, now this brings up 3rd down, Mike, and a really tough call for this coach. Does he want to remain aggressive, put the ball in the air, and try to keep this offense on the field? Or can he be a little more conservative, not be afraid to punt the ball away, and hope his defense can finish this game out?
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The returner will get away from it, and it's going to be marked down at the 15. The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll send Flowers in motion. Second down, Jackson. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. 3rd and 11.
It's 3rd down and 11.
In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
This one, returnable. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down, they need 7.
At his 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. The rookie from Marshall, Mike Breed. The 2nd-round pick showing that athleticism. He's got a sack here in his debut. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A run on 1st and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll go with him again. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
Allen going to throw here on 3rd and goal. He's got it at the 3. They're going to stop him here, short of the goal line, but that flag is down, and it might set up a very interesting decision. The offense is staying put. It'll be 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And this will be knocked down. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold.
Offense.
Oh, heck yeah. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Let's go right here. Let's go right here.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. Quick slant into the hands of the speedy Flowers.
Zay Flowers. A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. And will give him 4 yards.
The Ravens ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Zay Flowers, the intended receiver.
It's 3rd
down coming up.
and 5 yards to go.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
Lamar Jackson. A gain of 9 yards. And the Baltimore 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Jackson looking to throw. This throw right is taken in by Flowers.
Jackson's pass.
From 31, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
A gain of 6. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw, Jackson. He'll step up and run. Wow! And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Ravens.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Mitchell. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He takes off. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20. To throw is Jackson.
The pass. And Oliver made the tackle. Tackle back at the 46-yard line.
Now on 2nd and long. Now Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
Complete to Derrick Henry. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews.
Complete to Mark Andrews.
Here we go. This is 4th down. And the pistol. Jackson ready. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And he'll take it on in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
Bills 20.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bills offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Allen now on 2nd down. Open man is Shakir, and that's complete. They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Josh Allen. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. This is 1st and 10. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Here's 1st down. A run with Cook. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
He'll get up and stop it here. The spike comes with 19 seconds to go. They'll run with Cook. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. We'll see how they want to play this. It's third down.
It's third and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And the Bills are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to force overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool, he's calm, he steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
This returnable for Wallace. And he'll be taken down on the return, and that does it. We are done with regulation and off to OT. So, overtime coming up, and remember the rules now were changed in the offseason. They're the same as the overtime playoff rules. So each team gets to possess the football once. If you score a touchdown in the opening drive, it's no longer a walk-off. The other team can match it. From then on, it's next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. All replay challenges come from upstairs, and we play 1 overtime period. If it's still tied, that's the way the game ends. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Johnson now to return. Finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with first and 10. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. into space at the 45. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a first down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
10 yards.
Second and inches.
It's second and inches at their 49-yard line.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Allen, gonna give it to Cook. And he is not gonna get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
41. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Allen. This complete to Shakir. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
14 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Allen on first down. Gonna look deep. Looking for more. That is brought in. And he's in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Bills. For Josh Allen, the reigning MVP of the NFL. First touchdown pass of this 2025 season. Greg, you can't ask for a better way to start overtime. What an exciting touchdown.
Yeah, and the quick strike now allows them to take complete control here in overtime. They are a defensive stop away from getting out of this one with a big win.
Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. This returnable for Wallace. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. That's caught by Walker. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
On second down, here's a run with Henry. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. The throw on the run is complete. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
Offense.
Jackson out of the pistol. He'll look underneath for Henry. And they'll at least get that penalty yardage back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll set up a 3rd and 10. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Third and 10. Jackson up top again. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one. A 1st down.
Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Joey Bosa working his way in to register his 1st sack of the new season.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Pistol formation with Jackson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Third and long.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And they have done it. Matching touchdowns here in OT. And now they'll have a chance to win with a 2-point conversion.
Mike, what a game, but now what decision are they going to make? They find themselves down 1. I think this is a no-brainer. Ball on the 2-yard line, dial up your best offensive play, and go win this game now.
They could have tried for the win. Instead, they'll go for 1 to extend the game. And an exhale there. Extra point is good. Now, next score wins as we play on here in overtime. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Johnson now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bills offense ready for this next possession. On first down, it's Allen. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
To the air on second down. Here's Allen. Short pass taken in by Knox. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
It's a gain of 13 yards. Leads to third down and 5.
From the gun, here is Allen. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down.
Offense.
On fourth down, out comes the punter. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. Wallace now on the return.
take over first and
The Ravens
10.
offense ready to get
At
back
their
to
own
work.
14-yard line.
They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Tremendous pursuit. They force him out of bounds behind the line. It'll be a loss of 3 on the play.
Out of bounds behind the line of
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. To throw is Jackson. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he's going to give ground and lose yardage here. Back to the 6.
Mitchell.
Third and long.
The tackle made back at his own 6-yard line.
In motion comes Andrews. Third and long for Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Off the play fake, it's Allen. Left side, that open man is Knox. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. They'll go play action here with Allen. To the middle of the field. Caught by Shakir. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually This play gets erased.
Still second down.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. Talk things over before third down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Allen to throw on third and long. They'll set up the screen to Cook. Into space at the 45. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Brad Robbins in punt formation for the Bills. The Ravens take over first and 10.
The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. That's Jones on the move. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Second and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Now, Jackson. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Here's Jackson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Second and 10.
Tre'Davious White on the coverage.
Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding.
Offense.
Second down. Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Tre'Davious White on the coverage.
Again, it's Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
On the throwaway. It's fourth down.
And here it's 3rd and a mile, and the defense was ready. The field is blanketed. Really, the only decision that was left to be made was to just throw the ball away and bring up 4th down.
He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. And that is going to be incomplete. Zeros on the clock. And that is going to do it. Unsatisfying finish, to say the least. This game ends up in a tie. Well, that one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, unable to determine a winner. Two teams truly evenly matched, and this one results in a tie. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.